Hi, welcome to the assigning task tutorial. This video is going to talk about the assigning task function, and this function was built into the planning tool to basically keep track of what members have done, what they were assigned to do, what they were supposed to do, and it'll give you a quantitative measure, a percentage of completed tasks versus incomplete tasks, which will allow you to know again who's doing what in the organization and who's not. These tasks can be really simple tasks, or they can be as demanding as you may choose. But the biggest thing is to stress the importance of them not signing off on a task until it's been actually completed. And what this does is basically gives you another tool to add more accountability to your program and hold your members accountable for things that they were supposed to do. So to do this, let's go to create task, choose assign task. Here you have a button that says add new task, as well as a listing of all of the members' names within your organization. So the first thing we want to do is talk about how to create a task. So we'll choose add task, and the create task window will come up. Task name, we will call this one submit first term progress. All right. Again, this could be something like submit your community service hours, or complete a module that have been set up. It can also be anything that's not really planning tool related. If they're supposed to do it and you want to make sure that they did do it and give them a way of signing off on it, this would be a good tool to use. So the date that they can begin the activity, if it's immediate, difficult, normal, deadline, the date that you want this done. So we want this done by the 30th. Is this a task that you're going to assign to everybody? Then you just leave it blank. If it's going to be just for certain members of the organization, such as the executive team or the new members, you can choose who you're going to send this to, and it'll populate on their account. But this we're going to send to everybody. Have a description. Do you want to let your parents, all of the parents know, or those parents that you assign this to, do you want to notify them that you're assigning this task, or this is something that needs to be completed? If the answer is yes, then you can choose the yes option, and whatever email that's in the system for that particular parent, then they would receive an email. So this we do want to notify the parents since it's kind of important. Okay. And we're going to choose assign task. All right, and like with everything else, we will the system's going to send everyone that needs to be notified an email, and there you see it's popped up. So new task, submit first term progress report. All right. So in the subject line it says again, submit first term progress report grades. That's what we typed in. It's from Robert Smith. I guess that will be me. Activity name, the objective, there's none. The start date, the deadline date, difficult grade, high, and then the description, log into your planning tool account, submit your grades. And of course the note down the bottom about who to reply to. Alright, so let's jump over to one of the member accounts to see what this looks like on their side. Alright, I've logged into one of the student accounts, and if you notice, let's see. So what we'll do is we'll go to, they can either choose this activity button, or they can go to their My Activities task. We'll choose My Activities, and they will see that they have 2 activities that need to be completed because it's open. If they're done, then it'll fall down here once it's completed. But before I do that, let me go and show you that here we're exactly 50%. This person, J. Mariah Mormon, and that's directly reflecting the fact that they have 2 open and 2 closed. And this also is reflected on the coach side. Just jumping back over to the coach account, go to members, and this particular member, J. Mariah Mormon, you can see here he's at 50%. Going back over to the members account, and this is what they will need to do once they go and actually complete this particular activity. Log into your planning tool, submit your grades. This is the one he's going to do. So he's going to choose view. Alright, and he's got the date that it was completed. So we're going to choose today's date, and he's going to enter a comment. I have well, let's just say that this task was completed after the deadline because our internet or our computer was not working, which is an excuse that you will get quite a bit. All right, so anyway, so you put any comment, just whatever he wants to add, note he want to add to this particular task for you to see, and then he's going to choose update activity, and you'll see that that activity is now down here, and you'll see that his completion percentage has now gone up to 75%, which is a direct reflection on the fact that he still have one task that he has not done. Right, so if this student, again, we're on a student account here, we need to go back and add something, some more notes or something to this particular activity. You could do that, you just choose view and you can edit that. We're going to jump back over to the coach side of things, and we'll go to create task, assign task. If a member has completed a task but did not do it, maybe they hit submit by mistake or for whatever reason, and you need to go and edit that account. Well, let me just explain here. If you choose any of their names from this particular, after choosing assign task, you choose their name, there's going to be a listing of all of the tasks assigned to that particular member. And if you want to delete one off, if you delete it, then that will have a direct reflection on, or it'll repopulate their completion percentage. If you need to edit it for this one particular student, you can choose edit. You can edit them individually, or you can edit them all as a whole. Okay, but say this particular student, J. Mariah, you just want to view it, you can do that. But if you want to edit, all right, so if you come to a situation where you have to delete the date to change it from a closed task to an open task, just simply come here and delete the date. Let's see. There we go. Just choose a little X there. And choose update. And without the date, you'll see that it will now go to open again. And so this person now has 2 open and 2 closed. Also, if you choose that edit button and you want to talk to them or send them a message or basically start a chat about it, you can say, hello, please let me know if you will be late on a task, or whatever you want to put. Apply, and it's been updated there. And you can see that name, Robert Smith, and the task that have been, the message has been added there. So let's jump over to the members account again. So we're now on Jay Mariah's account. We're going to let's just hit refresh, and you see that it's now back up top in the open task, and that's because we deleted that date and it's now showing that he has to do it. So you can do that for several reasons. Basically, if someone has not completed it and you've talked to them about it, you let them know that you're going to send that back to their open task and that they need to actually complete it when they have actually done the task. But just to take a look at how that chat function works, we'll choose this, and you see it's here, and he's going to say, yes sir, I will do this next time. Bye. And there it is. Alright, and jumping back over to the and that's pretty much how the task function works. There is a report that's for tasks or activities, and it's here on the reports. You can choose activity report, and you can print this, but basically it'll show how many open, how many done, and percentage. Jay Mariah is at 50%. So if you just want to look at a quick snapshot to see who's done what, then this is a quick way to do that. This will conclude our task activity tutorial.